Hi, I'm Scott Muller with CBRE in Dallas, and it's my pleasure today to get to visit with Val Richardson from the Container Store. Val is head of real estate for the Container Store and also a past ICSC trustee. Prior to Container Store, Val ran real estate for Ann Taylor. Prior to that was Barnes & Noble, and prior to that was as a partner at Trammell Crow. So, hi Val, how you doing?
Great.
Well, thank you so much for doing this today. I've got some questions for you. I wanted to start with the number of stores that you currently have, and how's the sales productivity?
Container Store, we have just opened our 55th store, and I would invite anybody that has the opportunity to go down and see it, as we have opened here in Las Vegas. Hello, everybody. Here at Town Square, so number 55. Our total company sales are about $630 million. We're a 34-year-old company based out of Dallas, Texas, and we are very excited to be here at RECon 2012.
Great. And then can you describe somewhat the prototypical square footage as well as...
RECon 2012.
Yes. Could you also describe your favorite prototype, whether it's freestanding, inline, size market that you typically like?
Our typical prototypical store is 25,000 square feet. And for us, we really look for the best real estate in the market, whether that's freestanding, open air center, or mall-based real estate. So we've been successful in all three formats. What we've learned from our customer is single store real estate is really the most appropriate for us. We've tried some two-story formats, and that really is more of a complicated retail experience for our customers, so that doesn't work as well. But in single store, really we can find the best real estate for that particular market and make it and adapt it to our concept.
Okay. Since you happen to be sitting in CB's booth with a gazillion brokers, could you tell us your most irritating thing a broker's ever done?
Well, since none of them are listening to me, I guess that would be it. Brokers don't listen to us. No, I actually, I was trying to be funny, but that really is it. I think there's obviously a wealth of information about retailers available today on the internet, and people probably are moving a little bit too quickly to take the time to educate themselves on what the retailer's needs are, who the customer is that they're trying to serve, what the co-tenancies are that are important to them, what the real estate formats are that best serve their clients. And I think it's very frustrating to have site submissions that come in, 50, 60 sometimes a week that have absolutely nothing to do with our concept. If I get one more 1,500 square foot next to a gas station, in Peoria, Illinois, sorry, Peoria, it just takes time and is disrespectful actually to our brand. And so what I would encourage, whether it's a broker or a leasing representative for a property owner to do, is take the time to really research the retailer and find out what is appropriate to them, because it will make your day a lot more productive and making that site sufficient.
Okay. Any retailer can sell a shoebox. Can you tell us what the key differentiators are for the Container Store?
You're right. I mean, what we sell is not particularly sexy. It's a lot of plastics. But for us, the reason for us to exist is about our customer service. I mean, the reality is we're a specialty retailer, and for us to be able to do the sales productivity that we do, for us to have the gross margins that we have, we need to create an environment within the store that is high customer service. And so we invest a significant amount of training of our employees. We do an awful lot of work with our vendors to create really quality products, to be fashion forward, so to speak, in our designs of our products, and really to create differentiation within the customer service experience. For us, for a customer to come in and just walk away with a shoebox, we haven't done our job. We need to have a conversation with her. We need to understand really what's bugging her about her closet. We need to put together really a customized solution for her so that really when she walks in her closet the next day, she can do a happy dance. She can really be excited about what we have helped her design that makes her life better. When our co-founders created the Container Store 34 years ago, what they were intuiting was that there was going to be a social need to help manage not only space but time. And that was a concept that was kind of unusual 34 years ago, but today it is so appropriate. I mean, everyone is time constrained. And so for us to be able to really customize solutions for our customers is the differentiator for us, for all the general mass merchants, for any retailer that kind of stacks it high and lets it fly from a product standpoint. And hopefully will keep us at the cutting edge of selling storage and organization products for years to come.
Okay. I know that the Container Store is very active in conscious capitalism. Could you please explain what it is and how it works?
Our chairman, Kip Tindall, actually has had a long-standing relationship with John Mackey, the co-founder and chairman of Whole Foods. And they actually were college roommates together at UT. And we laugh about what was in the water, or probably the air, at UT back in the late 70s. But they both shared a business philosophy that in order for a business to really do well, it needed to do good. And they created kind of a shared stakeholder model that each company has a slightly different take on it, but for the Container Store, what that means is we need to take care of our employees first and foremost. We need to make sure that our employees feel safe, secure, and warm, well informed about the business, share in the vision of that business. And if we do that, then those employees will really take care of the customer's needs. And if we do that well, the customers will really take care of the business. They'll take care of the shareholder value. And along that way, we take care of the vendors. We allow them to participate in the business. And that shared stakeholder model really creates the best shareholder value. And that shared conscious capitalism is a good thing. And that creates a better community. It creates a better environment. It creates a wonderful workplace. And that is the business philosophy that John Mackey, that Kip, a number of like-minded business professionals are trying to share. And it's a wonderful, wonderful movement. They have a lot of summits that they do every year where they really share and are building a very strong movement to create this environment. So it's a great thing to be a part of.
Awesome. Would you describe your most creative and interesting deal?
Oh, creative and interesting. I would say it was an opportunity that we had to buy a part of a building out of the bankruptcy court and then combine it with additional space that was owned by a 90-year-old immigrant, and then join it with additional space owned by another gentleman, so that we could create all of the space that we needed to enter the Manhattan market. And it was a milestone opportunity for our company. It created the highest volume sales volume store for our company and really put us on the map. It put us at a whole new level for the company from a brand recognition standpoint, from an investor standpoint, set us up really to do a great private equity partnership with Leonard Green Partners out of LA. and brought our company, I think, to a new level as far as a retailer, to kind of an investment grade company, and put us on the road to the future. It's very, very exciting.
Okay. I know your company very much believes in the omni-channel retail experience. Could you explain what that is and how that works?
Absolutely. I think certainly social media and e-commerce is kind of a hot topic for all retailers today. I think it's a growing understanding that we have on how to create multiple touch points for our customer. We've had an e-commerce business that grew out of our catalog business for about 10 years. It's been a 25 to 30% growth business for each of those years. And our business is a little bit different than some apparel retailers where it's a huge, huge part of their business. For us, it's about 8 to 10% of our total sales because it's really not very efficient to ship big plastic boxes. But what it does for us is it gives us a brand building opportunity, a way to extend our reach to customers. And I think that's how all retailers are looking at e-commerce and at creative ways to talk with their customers. We've seen some really wonderful things coming out of the grocery industry, for example. Some cool things that Tesco is doing in Korea, where you can shop for your groceries on a subway platform using QR codes and ordering your milk and your bread while you're waiting on the subway and telling them to deliver it, at 4:15 when you get home. And then there's body scanning technology that we're using at airports today that will be incorporated at apparel retailers, so that it has all your dimensions, which is a little scary for some of us, but it translates into the different designers, so that you don't even have to go into the fitting room, and you can get exactly what you want in your size and color. And so there's just some really exciting things that are being developed right now that will allow so much more convenience on behalf of the customer, and anything we can do to allow the customer more access to shopping will be a good thing for all of us, both retailers and landlords. So.
Okay. And then lastly, what is your greatest concern moving forward with the retail real estate industry?
I think when everything came to a screeching halt in 2008 from a development standpoint, as we all got our legs back under us and recognized that the development pipeline had shut down, it's difficult now that we've gotten started again. We're growing 10 to 12% a year. I know a lot of other retailers are putting their growth plans back together. There's just a dearth of development opportunities, and I think that's challenging for us. We certainly don't want to dance on anybody's grave, but know that the opportunities for second generation space are being absorbed. And so I think we have to be very creative and mindful about where the growth is going to come from. So we all have to work together to figure out how we're going to keep consistent and sustainable growth going forward.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for the time today. I enjoyed it very much.